They told this tale. From rags to riches many come. Through love's epitome. In case that foresight happens now, I just want you to know.
They can never rid me of my power, I'm divine, nigga. Shut off in Cape Verde with a dime, sipping wine, nigga. I drank from the devil's chalice, but I spit it out. Verbally inclined, I'm never lyrically in a drought.
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Crypto Wonder. Welcome to the Crypto Wonder Show. Let's get right into it. Hope you're doing well, though. You know, pulsechain. Pulsechain. Last I checked, there's about over 10,000 different coins on pulsechain, the blockchain, layer 1. 10,000 different plays just on one chain in DeFi. Like 10,000, folks. Like in a matter of 9 months, to over 10,000 in only 9 months, and we haven't even reached the raging bull yet. Don't get me wrong, I don't believe that all 10,000 coins are going to do well. You know? See, that's the thing with all of this. Like, you know, I've been around in crypto for several years, and if there's one thing I've learned is don't trick yourself out of an opportunity that you may not recover from, you may not get back. You know, you find that very easily happening in crypto all of the time, especially now for those who are a part of the pulsechain ecosystem, right? You could fade pulsechain as much as you want. Just understand you're fading a layer 1. Whether you like Ethereum or not, it's immaterial. I remember, if you just want to keep it very simple, I remember when Ethereum was as low as $27, right? Back in 2017, early 17, $30, $40, $41, hovering in that range. And even later on in 18 and 19, because there was a bear market in that period, especially the end of 18 into 19. Look at the cost of Ethereum now for one Ethereum. Never mind Bitcoin. The cheapest I saw Bitcoin was hovering around $900 something. That's when I noticed the market. You know, we're talking like the top of 2017. Right? Then once it touched 1,000, it never went back down. It never went back down below 1,000. And I say that to say, like, you know, we're here, we're afforded a chance to be at sort of like ground zero, if you will, to be in the beginning of something potentially just so rewarding, right? And why do people quick to do something else and think that they could make a better play? You know, oh, I'm gonna take this pulse chain that I have and swap it for something else and flip it, multiply it, bring it back to pulse chain and get more of the pulse and all this stuff. You know, this is an activity and this is a mindset of traders in a way. If everyone did that, you think everyone is going to be as successful as a few people? This is why I never understood people who say these things and they're proud to talk about it. Like, sometimes you have to just remain humble and quiet because the message you give out, it worked for you, it may not work for other people who look up to you, who respect you, who follow you, who think you're a good person, quote unquote. And this is what has been going on here. Like, so many people have changed their ideas, their opinions, their behaviors regarding, pulse chain for whatever reasons. They just going through whatever. And I say to myself, if I've been here for a number of years and I intend on remaining here for as long as I can, I'm not going to play myself and swap something that I may not be able to get back again. And what I mean by that, let's say you swap 100 pulse, for example. I'm just giving a minuscule number like that. Anything can happen wherever you played. Things may go wrong. Prices soar, and all you'll be able to receive back after you try to multiply your bags or flip your bags, it didn't work out. You come back and you realize you're only able to get 10 pulse. You feel like such a loser. Because why? You talked yourself into doing something thinking that it was going to be a good plan, but it didn't work out that way. The chances of these things happening for people are not high. Like, as far as winning, and they're not high. If you're not working with a great deal of money, then what's the point? And again, this is not about giving financial advice. This is about using your head, applying common sense. This whole thing with this social thing, right? Like, folks want to be accepted. You want to be a part of something. You want to be, liked, and you feel included. This is what, human beings do. You want to attach yourself to a group and things of that nature. But ultimately, you have to believe in yourself. You have to know, you have to have the faith in yourself to know that you are worthy to succeed in anything you aspire to achieve, including crypto. Because it's your journey, it's your walk that counts, not someone else's, not anyone else's. And when you find how confusing and chaotic this space is, wouldn't it make sense? Wouldn't it make sense to attach to something where everything is simplified? Where the founder of the Pulse Chain, founder of Hex, the founder of pulsex, founder of Hex, pretty much educated the world for years on what crypto is supposed to really be about. Introduce Hex, help people receive untold amounts of money to where, it became, so advantageous where people retired, they, no longer have to remain in debt, etc., etc. Wouldn't you want to just hold on to those principles, those beliefs, the core pillars, the tenets that allow this thing to operate the way it does successfully? Use that. Use how it was intended to be used. Not only allow the code to work for you, but you need to work for yourself in a certain way to become successful, so that way when the code continuously operates in your favor, you're not losing out. You're not emergency end staking just for the heck of it. Things can come up, so that's true, unforeseen circumstances can come up, real life. You have the emergency end stake. We're not talking about that. But if you're just like, kind of like funny, you're not really stable, you're just uneasy about things, and don't get involved with something like that, because you're gonna end up regretting. Have huge regrets. Let me give you an example. RH was on a stream years ago, on a live stream, and I'll never forget. There's a clip of this going around on the internet. As he was talking, someone in the audience, I guess, in the chat, was upset and told him that they're leaving the system, and told RH that they're getting rid of their 500 million hex. They're getting rid of their bag, 500 million hex. Richard in turn said, "Congratulations, you sold your future." 500 million hex. I don't think anybody in the world can acquire 500 million hex today. This one person just dumped it in the beginning, like early 2020. Imagine what the value of that bag was when it reached all-time highs. You see what I mean about allowing you just blocking your own blessings? Talked yourself out of a situation that you may not be able to get back. Like today, I don't think anyone can make a buy of that amount today in hex. Granted, people often say that, hex now is, is down 99.5%, right? Every bear, it seemed like so far, I've been through a couple, and in every bear, people forget, they throw rationality out the window, logic goes out the window, and they act as if the markets will never recover. In every single bear that I've seen and experienced and witnessed, people believe, you have a segment of individuals who believe that the market will never recover again, will never surpass its previous breakthrough to all-time high or reach all-time high again. Never. It's all going to be when new lows. Like I said, I remember when Ethereum was $27. And between that point and this point, there was at least 2 grueling bear markets that took place. Where is Ethereum hovering at today? Above 2,500 or so? Bitcoin, the same for BTC. Come on. Broke through, 65K, 68K? Went back down to 15. Now it broke through 50. This thing was launched in, when the market was sideways, sentiment was low, bear market, this and that. This thing, meaning pulsechain, was launched. And people think it's a wrap for pulsechain. A year hasn't even gone by yet. Hasn't even been through a full cycle yet. And they think it's a wrap. So they scurry, they create their own coins, they see opportunity, and they take advantage. Now in the free market, all is fair, right? It's a free market, you can do whatever you want. But at the same time, while you're doing whatever you want, people are doing whatever you want, we have to also remember, never forget, who ends up being the absolute most successful in crypto. Those who scurry and make coins, those who take their bags and swap them for other things, those who constantly leverage trade, or those who hold, those who earn yield. You understand? Over a period of time. Like, who has been has had the most success in crypto. And when the founder has laid this out, and the founder's telling you, giving you the jewels, giving you the keys to allow this to work, and you dismiss that, it says a lot about the people, and it says a lot about how folks are scared. They're not really ready to play this game for the long haul. They're not serious. So this is why I say, people, you have to really, really, really pay attention to who you listen to. You have to believe in yourself. You can't trust anyone out here. Anyone, not a soul. I don't care who they are. Richard will tell you himself. We have to be actually grateful that Richard has done what he's done as far as introduce Hex, giving it to the world, giving pulsechain to the world, giving pulsex to the world, because he sort of like created the benchmark of what others should aspire to reach and possibly exceed over time. This is a time to be grateful. This is a time to be, to be joyous and to work hard on ourselves. Self-improvement should be of paramount importance. Self-development, wellness, while we in this space, and watching the fruits of our labor come to pass. I've expended a great deal of time. You want to talk about sacrifice? I've sacrificed time. I've sacrificed energy. I've sacrificed time away from my own loved ones during this whole crypto, during the years, just to study this thing and figure these things out. Real talk. And once I realized what this is about, there is no way outside, again, of some type of cosmic divine intervention or occurrence. There's nothing that's going to cause me to trip over my own feet and block my own blessings and make a mistake that I will never recover from, because I made enough already. Seeing the best of them come and go. Seeing the best wolves in sheep clothing come and go, folks. This is how it is. I said this even during the sacrifice phase back in the fall of 2021. I said, listen, man, people are going to come out of the woodwork and try to convince you to relinquish your bags and give them what you have. Whether it's for opportunity, whether it's because they understand the value more than you do, that's what's going to happen. That's what has been happening and will continue to happen. Again, there's over 10,000 different coins on the chain. Okay? And we're not even talking about the multiple X's that crypto, how it performed. Like, this is where we are. We're in a space where we could make the impossible become possible. You can't find that in stocks. You can't find that in bonds. You can't find that in commodities. You can't find that in futures, whatever you want to call them. Mutual funds, legacy systems. You can't find that in real estate. You can't find that in none of these things. Even running a business. The returns you get in crypto are not, there's no comparison. All those other things pale in comparison. Like, seriously, true to form. You could have been a part of a community that had strong community, great project, sound development, and unfortunately, because crypto, there's a short attention span with crypto. If you can't keep the interest of the people coming back, then the project is going to be doomed to fail. And it doesn't mean that it's a scam. It just means that people are bored. They lost interest. They no longer care. And money will not be made. And that's what you find in the majority of what's going on in crypto. People get bored real quick. But when you have something that has product market fit, it solves certain problems, it fits in your life, this thing works, it pays you if you use it the way it's supposed to be used, and on top of a chain that is secure, right? With a DEX that is still, it has so much potential to developments to be made and upgrades to be made in the future, etc., etc. It's yours. No one can take it away from you. What other option are you gonna? What are you gonna do? What right? What other gamble are you gonna make? This is not something that you could turn off and on like Solana, or somebody could just, again, freeze your account. You run the show. You own it. No one can take it from you. From a person who seriously wants to be extremely successful in the world, not just in crypto, but in life. You're gonna tell me you don't consider yourself grateful to be here? You have to be grateful to be here. Think about that, folks. Regardless if you like the man or not, you like the tokens or not, or whatever or not, just the core principles alone will take you far, because you understand what this is. And everything is not going to remain the same all the time. What goes up comes down and goes right back up again. Things will evolve. Again, look at what we're dealing with. We don't know what time is going to bring in the future, but look at what we're dealing with as far as the price of the blue chip tokens, the blue chips that I say in crypto, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I include Hex in that. I include pulsechain in that. I include pulsex, Ink token, blue chip, solid stuff that you can, relatively trust more than the words of some type of unscrupulous, funny character, nefarious people who don't have your best interest in heart. When you look at these blue chips, I mean, come on. What are they showing you? That evolution is real. That time will continuously unfold. That we can't control it. We're allowing time to work on our benefit. That's the magic to, the magical aspect of all of this. Take advantage. Don't lose out. Don't let the ship sail and you just watching a ship go by when you could have been on the ship. Seriously, folks. People in crypto who lost out on the opportunity to see something make so many gains in a short period of time. 10,000x gains liquid in 623 days. That's not quite common. Yes, you have a ton of other tokens that have done the same too. And when I say a ton, it's relative. It's relative. But can you trust them long term? Right? Don't treat your life like it's a lottery ticket. That's all I'm saying. And at the same time, believe in yourself. That's always important. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.